Hello guys, welcome to my redstone tutorial world. My name is Grimsaviour, and today we're going to be working on what I believe is the final rendition of the Omega furnace. So this is a rotating furnace array, and as you can see that way we've made lots of renditions and lots of tryouts that way, and we've gone all out with this thing. Well, there's some exciting new developments. One of the things that's changed now is I've been able to remove the extra row of hoppers on the top, so it's 13% cheaper on iron. I've also changed the way that the fuel distribution works, and I've also changed the way that the final collection works. So stick around till the end of the video, guys. If you've built the other furnace arrays from before, I'll be showing you guys how to make a few easy quality of life improvements, just so that you're sort of on par with the same technology level that this guy has here. So again, to start the furnace, you just need to come up here and put items in there. And the furnace will start automatically. And as you can see here, we've got the pistons are already pre-extended and they retract quickly, and then the furnaces get pushed forward and then they keep cycling on through. We've just got one observer running this whole thing now, and same two repeaters that we've had on 2 and 3 ticks and such. One of the main things that's changed is item collection. Once everything's done smelting, we're going to be pushing this little button here, and it's going to be rotating the array for us twice and getting all the items out in the same item collection. And then now the furnace only gets fuel when it's operating. So when there's no more items to smelt, the chest here is going to get pushed down along with its hopper to disconnect the fuel supply. So it's still getting an even amount of fuel in every furnace, but only when it's cooking. There's no preloading required. So that's a little nicer. It shouldn't be much longer now. There's only about half a stack left. So you guys will see the fuel shut off. And then we'll pause the video for a second, just while everything finishes cooking. There's just a couple items in there. And then we'll show you guys how the final item collection works. Alright, so the furnace has stopped now. We just got to make sure that all of these guys are done cooking. And it looks like they are. So as you can see here, we don't quite have our 6th stack in here. So we're just going to come up here, push our little button. And it's going to cycle once and twice. And then all the items should end up in here. And there we go. So there you go. We put 6 stacks in. We got 6 stacks out. Nothing gets stuck in there. So why don't we get into the tutorial? So I just want to remind everyone that the original concept for this furnace came from a wonderful YouTuber named Dom Quantum. Dom gave me permission to use part of his design. I'll be linking a card up in the corner there, and go check out his video and his channel. Alright, so these are some of the items that you're going to be needing to build the furnace. You can just take a screenshot, and I'll be putting the exact amounts in the description. Alright, so first thing you're going to want to do is lay a row of solid blocks that is 10 blocks wide. Then we're going to take our regular pistons and do an equal amount with the pistons facing upwards. Then we're going to want to slide on over here and take a couple of temporary blocks and place them like this, and then we're going to take our double chest and place it right here and begin our item collection. We're then going to run a double row of hoppers. That's the same length as everything else. Everything is basically 10 long in this thing, just like that. Then we're going to start laying out our furnaces. So we're going to want to have 2 furnaces like this, and then we're going to go one that way. We're going to put one directly on the hopper, and then we're going to put one like that, okay? And I'm going to repeat this pattern all the way along, 10 wide, and I'll be right back. Alright, so you can see there I still got the top open. That's because we're going to want to take a hopper and place it here. Put another chest on top of there. And then we're going to want to put an extra row of hoppers in here. All the way along. And then we will close up the top with some more furnaces. And then we can start laying out our pistons. So we're going to want to put a temporary block over here. And then once I stop jumping, we're going to put pistons over this way. We're going to go again 10 wide. Oh my god, placing blocks is hard. I don't know, there's some YouTubers out there that just are experts. They like never seem to screw up. I'm always screwing up. It goes to show you how good of a gamer I am, eh? So anyways, we got that worked out. Then we need to have a downward piston stroke here. So we're going to go like this. And again, we're going 10 wide. For those of you that have seen this part before and are just waiting for the upgrades, I welcome you to fast forward to near the end of the video. Alright, so we're going to do our pistons this way now that are going to push inwards. So the easiest way to do that is to put temporary blocks across the front here. Right, and then you can just come along, get the right height, and just start placing them this way. Just like that. So I'm going to fast forward and bring you guys back once I have that done. Alright, so if you've been following along, this is what your furnace should look like right now. Next we're going to put a double row of hoppers. We no longer need a triple stack on here, or I guess quadruple stack once you have the side feeding hoppers. So I'm going to do that quickly and I'll come back. Alright, once you've got that done, you can just take solid blocks and we're going to place them directly on top of these pistons here on this side. And then we're going to take more and put them on this side. So what we're building right now is the equal Edom distribution system. I learned this circuit from J0ekerz redstone. It works really well. And we're going to get some more. Alright, so we're going to take some dust. We're going to place it on top of here. Just like that, as well as here. And more dust here. Dust here. And dust here. That should be everything. Alright, let's take a couple of comparators. Place them here. And then some solid blocks going here and here. Then we can take our piston, and then this time we're going to face them upwards. You'll see why in a bit here. We're going to take our obsidian, put them on top like that. Then we can take a torch, place one torch here and one torch there. And it's normal for these pistons here to extend. Okay, then we can take our hoppers and place them sideways. Right, so you got to make sure that the spout is facing that direction. And we're going to go 2 hoppers longer than the furnace. We're going to do that on both sides. Just like that. Now we can take our regular piston. We're going to place one piston here. Got to remember to break this dust. We'll put it back in a second. So we'll put one facing that way, one this way. Then we can take one obsidian and place it here. And one regular block and place it there. Then we can put one torch on this side, one torch on that side. And dust here, dust here. And we also need a chest here, there. And then let's do our fuel collection. So we're going to double hopper to the back of this here furnace. Like this. Okay, and then one hopper on top of that. Okay. And then we could take our solid blocks, place them along here. I've built this like different versions of this furnace so many times now, I pretty much have it memorized. And then I'll take our comparator and place it here. We're going to take more hoppers, place them this way. With the spout again facing that direction. We're going to go 2 hoppers past. Okay, we take our piston, place it here with an obsidian, and then we can take our dust and go along here. Another piston facing upwards. You could actually put this one downwards if you wanted to. It doesn't really matter. It only matters up there. Put torch here, torch there, chest here. Alright, now we're going to place a block here and here. We're going to take a torch, put it on there. And then we're going to take our piston, place it here. We take a honey block, another honey block. And why don't we move this stuff down while we're here? Break that chest, put it on top of there, right? So when items enter the chest here with our comparator, the comparator will turn on, turning off the torch, bringing the honey blocks up, and it'll begin distributing fuel. Okay, so we've got our item distribution, we've got our fuel distribution. It's time to wire up the side of the furnace. So now we need a sticky piston right here. We're going to take dust, place it here. And that's why we put our obsidian facing upwards here. Otherwise, it would turn this into a torch burnout. Then we can take our observer, and we're going to point the observer down. Well, I guess up. Face faces up, bum down. Okay? And then we're going to need some glass. Before we forget, let's put glass up here. Actually, this guy here needs to be a solid block. Put our glass up here. And that's just so items don't enter your hopper stream by accident. It's somewhat optional. You need the row of glass up here, so might as well make it 2. And this is not a mistake. Okay, that's the way it's supposed to be. Then we're going to take an observer and point it this way. Okay, we're going to take redstone and place it here. Redstone dust, that is. Okay, then we're going to take our button, place it here. Okay, and this is what's going to cycle your furnace twice when you're trying to get all the items out. Okay, now we can take some glass. We're going to place the glass here, here, break that guy, and go like that. Then we can go this way. And we also need glass over here. We need a torch on this piston. And we need dust going here, which is going to connect our repeaters. We're going to place one repeater here on 3 ticks and one repeater here on 2 ticks. Then we take dust, place it like so, like that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is everything. Let's test it out. Alright, so we got some fuel. We're going to place it in our fuel input. It's going to drain down into the hopper, but that doesn't matter. You just really get extra storage. And we'll just let that get in for a second. There needs to be at least 10 in there. Okay, and then we can take our iron, place it in there, and the fuel should distribute. You'll see the torches flash, and the items will distribute, and it'll start spinning the array. They won't light up right away because there's no fuel in them. There you go. Front ones are working. There you go. See cycle. These are lit. These are lit. Everything's going splendidly. There you go. Now these are lit. There you go. Everything's working. Alright. So that's everything for this one. If you want to stick around for the quality of life upgrades, I'll show you guys what to do to the older style furnaces to make them better. Alright, so if you've built my other furnaces from my last video, I'm going to show you guys what to do now to give them a few upgrades. So first thing that we could do is break this block here and here, and then we can break our double pulse extender here. It's just way overcomplicated and we don't need it. And then we're going to take our observer and we're going to place it right here, just like that, and that will cycle your furnaces when you put a button on there. So there you go. Okay, and that should get all your items out. And then the next thing that you're going to do, we're going to change the way the fuel goes in here, so it's no longer going to get fuel when you're preloading. So we've broken those blocks there. We're going to break this torch here. We're going to add dust. We're going to add a honey block here. And then we're going to take our hopper and move it up one just like that. And then that way, when you put items in your chest, it'll turn this on here and start distributing fuel. So the button was just for demonstration. Obviously the comparator here is going to power this block, power the dust, and then push the piston down. And that's everything for those guys. Okay guys, I hope that you enjoyed the final rendition of the Omega Furnace. Don't forget to slap that like button and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more great redstone related content. Also, don't forget to go check out Dom Quantum's channel. I'll be linking him in the description, and also my friend Joker Redstone's channel, because he was involved in this as well. So yeah, go check him out. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.